So I want to thank you all for joining us this Monday evening on August 22nd. And we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Jennifer Gutierrez, District Sales Manager with District 5020 and 5027. Reside here in Southern Illinois and also have people from Southern Illinois as well as Southeast Missouri that are in our district here. Also on the call, we have our Athena Division managers. So if you look at the slide, these are some of the managers that were at RepFest just a couple of weeks ago. So certainly you know someone on this slide, and in the middle there we have our division manager, Maggie Hughes, who is the division manager for Athena Division. So hopefully if you're able to go to the onboarding meetings, you've had a chance to be able to meet Maggie. And then up in the top corner that's kind of floating over us, we have Maggie Murphy, who was not able to attend the RepFest, but we also want to include her as well because she is part of our team. So we all are welcoming you here tonight. And let's take a look at our agenda. So the first thing we're going to do is congratulate those of you that are on the call. You've been hand-selected to be on this call. We're also going to take a look at your Avon Story, the Kickstart program, the RiseUP incentive, also looking at the presence recognition program, tracking your success because we only have 9 campaigns left for this Presence Club cycle. Taking a look at next steps, what you're going to do as you leave the call tonight for this week, and then the follow-up webinar for next week. So congratulations to all of you that are here on the call today. Due to your outstanding achievement, you have been selected to join us. Each district sales manager had the opportunity to select who they wanted to join in on this Zoom meeting. So congratulations to all of you for being here. So those that are here with us today, we have new high potential representatives. These are new representatives that are already selling on average $200 a campaign. We also have with us today Avon sales leadership representatives that see the bigger picture within Avon and are starting to build their network of Avon representatives. And we also have Avon promoters. Those are representatives that have referred a family member or friend to join Avon as they begin their journey in leadership. Now, if you're not in one of those 3 segments, it's because you've also been hand selected because your district sales manager sees high potential in you and felt that you were right for this meeting. So congratulations to all of you on the call. So next, I want to share our winners from last week's call. So this is very exciting. As you know, when you join us on these calls, you have an opportunity to go into a drawing to win a prize. So some of the achievers may have won something like the new vitamin C serum, perhaps a mascara, a hand cream, a lotion. So there's all kinds of different things that we were giving away. But I want to congratulate last week's winners. We have Faith Carr, Cassandra Smith, Leslie Ego, Sue Cheney, Donna Cullen, Dee Frazier, Sharon Pomeroy, Octavia Harris, Sarah Reed, Don McGecki, Rosina Mesfin, and Debbie Ring. Congratulations to all of our winners for being with us last week. And for those of you that are on the call tonight, be sure to shoot an email to your district sales manager and say, I was on the call so that we can get you into this week's raffle, and hopefully your name will be called on our next week's call. So again, just shoot an email to your district sales manager letting them know that you're on the call this evening. So now last week we discussed your Avon story, and we talked about the importance of your Avon story, that studies show people accept ideas more readily when their minds are in story mode. Stories help us to connect with one another, and people are more likely to remember a story. And then also stories help people to take action. So one of the things that we had asked last Monday is for you to take a moment and create your own Avon story. And some of the questions, and you may want to write this down if you didn't have a chance to last week to write it down, go ahead and take a moment and write it down now. Some of the questions that you may want to ask are, what first attracted you to the Avon opportunity? What experiences were you most excited about as you began your journey with Avon? How did Avon add value to you and your family's lives? What accomplishments have you achieved? And what are you looking forward to with your Avon business? So think about those questions, and we actually are going to feature a representative each week with their own Avon story. So this week we have Donna Cullen. Donna has been with Avon for 10 years, and she is in the Presence Recognition Program, and she's a sales leader. And Donna, do we have you on the phone with us tonight? If we have you on the phone, if you can unmute, and you may want to adjust your screen so we can see your beautiful smile. There you are, Donna. How are you this evening?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, thank you. And if you wouldn't mind just sharing with us your personal Avon story.
Okay, you know this is stepping out of my box, but okay. Hello, my name is Donna Cullen, and I am from Calvert City, Kentucky, and Avon District 4958. And I have been with Avon for over 10 years. I am married to my best friend and wonderful husband, Mike, for 36 years, and have two awesome sons, Aaron and Andrew. I've had a roller coaster ride with my Avon business. I was first attracted to Avon to get makeup to play dress up with my nieces and just thought it was better than getting it at Walmart or somewhere else. I was buying from Carol Capps, who didn't live far from me, and then I had a lady from work that was interested in maybe making some extra money with Avon. I called my upline, Carol, and asked questions about how signing up worked and would be able to get a discount for myself and then make a percentage, whatever I sell, to family and friends at work. I really was not interested in selling, but a couple of the girls at work wanted to buy products. So I started my Avon career on July the 13th, 2006. I was lucky enough to have gotten a fundraiser in my first 6 months. And I've been I've been PC or Honor Society Club every year since starting till this year. And due to some health reasons, I did not make it. But grant me, I will have it back by campaign 26 of this year. I was so excited when I started selling and got to see the percentage I could make, and then even got more excited when I found out if I signed people up under me, I would make a percentage of their sales also. So I started my leadership with Avon and was in hope that I would be able to quit my full-time job and just do Avon. So I'm proud to say that I was able to quit my job, my full-time job, Monday through Friday, 11 to 8, as a collection supervisor for a major cable company on October 2011. I hate to say that I have had a very large unit and have lost several of them and have not really been able to grow because of some health reasons. I am now feeling better and am going to start growing my team again and would hopefully be able to help my husband with my son's student loan and some other bills, and for he can retire early and maybe help with my business. And my long-term goal is to have my log cabin in the woods with a wraparound porch all on one level. So watch out, Athena Divsion, because Donna's awesome Avon Angels are on the go for 2017. That's it.
Fantastic, Donna. Thank you for stepping out of your comfort zone and sharing that fabulous story. There's so many things that I connected to in that story, and I think just being able to share your journey through, there's all kinds of different elements to your story, how you started off. Many people start off just to get a discount, and then it blossoms into a business and a career. So to hear how you achieved, a fundraiser just within your first 6 months, I think that's incredible. And to be able to continue to go forward and build from there is also incredible. So Donna, thank you so much for sharing your Avon story with us.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Okay, so again, you can see how, when sharing a story that will help you to relate to your prospects, to your customers. And a lot of times when people hear that story, they can find, something that connects them to perhaps them wanting to also be part of your business, whether it's a customer or whether it's a team member. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is some of the incentives here. And bear with me, it looks like we have a chat. Okay, and so Okay, so the incentives, the Journey to Gold ends in campaign 19, and then we have the Kickstart and the RiseUP program that's starting September 16th is when the Kickstart begins, and RiseUP begins in campaign 20, which replaces their Journey to Gold. And one thing that I really want to hone in on is that the RiseUP incentive, although it starts in campaign 20, there's still a limited time. When we talk about this incentive, it goes until campaign 6 of next year. So we want to be able to start planning now so that we can make all the achievements and bonuses that we can from that particular program. So let's just walk you through and take a look at the Kickstart program. I know we've talked a little bit about this on last week's call, but because it is a new program, I think it's worthy to revisit it and make sure that we each understand this program. So for those of you that are new on this call and you're looking to expand your business by bringing more people into the business, that's the best way for you to create duplication in your business and to have others leverage the efforts of others to help you build an even stronger business. So when we take a look at the Kickstart program, these are for representatives that are starting with Avon after September 16th. So when they join Avon, they automatically start the Kickstart program. And the way it works is in their first campaign, they have a sales goal of $150. So as a new representative, that's their first sales goal starting out to get 40%. When they achieve that first sales goal of $150, they're going to earn $60 because they're at that 40% earnings. And the thing that I really am excited about with this Kickstart is the 40% is on everything. So it used to be that whenever we offered 40%, it was on our full earning products, and we had some fixed earning products that had a diamond next to them in the brochure, and those were fixed earning items of either 20 or 25% depending on whether you're President's Club or not. Well, with this program, we've made it simple. So as a new representative, when you achieve your sales goal, you're going to get 40% on the entire line, whether you're ordering it from the traditional method, from the brochure, or whether you're ordering it as a customer from the e-store. So if you have a customer that goes online and orders from you, you're still going to get 40% from your e-store as well. Now, the sales goals continue to grow every campaign by $50 in your first 6 campaigns as a new representative. So as you can see on the slide, the second campaign, the sales goal will then be $200, in which a new representative would make $80 on that 40% commission. And as it continues to grow, then after the 6 campaigns, that new representative would be selling at $400 per campaign, and they would have generated $1,650 in sales over that 6-week period or 6 campaign period of time, which means their earnings from those sales would be $660 at that 40% earnings. So let's take a look at this chart because I think it also helps when you visually can see this. So this kind of shows you the 6 campaigns and the sales goals for each of those campaigns and the total sales goal amount. Now, perhaps somebody misses their second campaign, let's say. That's okay. If they place a $150 order, they're still going to get that 40% in their first campaign. If they miss their second campaign, but in their third campaign, they place a $250 order, they're going to continue getting 40% on the campaigns that they're actually placing those orders. So that's another nice thing about it. You don't lose it if you miss one of the campaigns. So the next thing is we also have a mentor bonus for new representatives in the Kickstart program. When a new representative brings on a family member or a friend that's also interested in making $1,000 or $2,000 in their first 90 days with Avon, you're going to get, as a new representative, $50 as long as that new recruit places $150 in their first order. So this particular slide here shows you if you mentor 3, then you would get a minimum of $150. So if you mentored more than just 3, of course, you would get more than that. In addition to that, if you get a minimum of 3 new recruits that place $150 in their first campaign, and as a new representative, you hit all of your sales goals in your first 6 campaigns, we have a kicker. And what that means is because you achieve those 2 things, then you get an additional $200 bonus, which you'll see at the bottom right-hand side of the screen here. And when you combined all of that, So that would be the $660 that you're getting at 40% from your 40% earnings, $150 from the 3 recruits that you brought into the business, the $200 kicker. You can see here that in 90 days you would make $1,000, $1,010. So that's how the Kickstart program works for new representatives, again, starting September 16th. And so then that brings us into the RiseUP incentive, which starts in campaign 20. And so this is an additional way for representatives to make $1,000 as they title, and actually all the way up to $7,000 as they grow their title. So starting in campaign 20 through campaign 6, now is the time to start planning how you want to grow your business and your sales force so that you can achieve each one of these promotion bonuses. So everyone that's in leadership can play. When you advance in title for the first time since campaign 5, and what I mean by that is if you were a certain title before campaign 5 and you lost it, the clock reset in campaign 5. So when you advance in title for the first time and maintain that title for 3 consecutive campaigns, that would be a total of 4 campaigns, then you're going to receive the promotion bonus. And there's no limit to how many times you can promote and earn through the RiseUp incentive. So let's take a look. As an ambassador, if you became an ambassador for the first time, you would then receive $1,000 promotion bonus when you hold that position for 4 campaigns. And then you would continue to pick up those bonuses as you go along. So as a new representative, not only can they achieve $1,000 in their 90 days, but they can also play in the RiseUp as well. Okay, so Sherry Walls asked, so does the 40% apply to the diamond items too, or are they still fixed earnings? Great question, Sherry. So with the diamond items, for the Kickstart program, those are for the new representatives starting after September 16th. It's going to be for all the products, including the diamond items. We want to keep it simple for our new representatives. Avon felt that it was too complicated to try and figure out, well, these products you're at 20%, these products you're at 40%. So they simplified it. It will be over the entire line of the products, including the diamond products, for those first 6 months of their journey with Avon. So I hope that answers that question.
Kind of follows the KISS program, which is keep it simple, stupid.
Okay, yes, thank you, Charlotte. Absolutely. Keeping it simple, very, very important there. Thank you. So now taking a look at tying this all together, when you focus on 3 things in your business, it's really how you're going to help get to that $1,000. So for new representatives, we want them to focus on these 3 things: sell, share, and show. When they sell the products and they build their sales goals, they're going to earn that $660. The next thing they want to do is they want to share that Avon earning opportunity, letting people know that we now have an opportunity where they can make between $1,000 to $2,000 in their first 90 days with Avon. And so they want to share that with 10 to 15 people that could use additional income. And then they want to show a minimum of those 10 to 15 people, 5 people, how to do the same. So we know that not everybody that we talk to is going to want to play in the game. So we want to have a minimum of 5 people that we do show how to get started. And by doing that, that's when you're going to really see your sales grow. So this just kind of breaks down very similar to what the other slide did. I just added 2 more of those mentor bonuses, which would be a total of 5 instead of 3. And I want to stop here for a minute and explain why I did that. If you recall, under the RiseUp incentive, it says you have to hold that title for 4 campaigns. Now, in this business, I've had people that have accidentally titled, and I know that sounds silly, but there's sometimes where you're not sure what sales are going to come through for your team. So it's really important that you grow beyond just 3 people bringing into your business. You really want to have at least a minimum of 5, and quite honestly, you want to do even more than that. But by keeping it simple, focus on 5 people that you want to bring into your business so that you can ensure that you're not going to lose that sales title as you title for ambassador. Okay, so if we add everything up with the Kickstart program and the RiseUP incentive, you can see here at the bottom of this slide that the total earnings would be over $2,000 in their 90 days. So you're looking at a lucrative side, business of $600 to $700 a month. So when you consider adding this to what you're already doing, many of us are busy. This is a great lucrative income for being able to make $600 to $700 in your already busy schedule without disturbing what you're currently doing. And that goes for anyone that you share the program with as well. So that brings me to the Presence Recognition Program. And the reason why the Presence Club Recognition Program is so important is because when you think about bringing people into the business, we can bring people into the business all day long, but if we don't teach them how to sell the products, then we're really doing us a disservice and we're doing them a disservice. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time on the Presence Club Recognition Program and how you can benefit from the Presence Club Recognition Program and some of the benefits that you'll also see with that. So if you want, I'm going to ask a question here on the slide, and if you would kindly, for those of you that want to share this question, what does it take to be Presence Club? If you could unmute your line at the bottom left corner and just share, what does it take to be a Presence Club member? What do you have to sell in a year's time?
$10,000 in a year.
$10,000 in a year. So that starts campaign 1 and goes until campaign 26. So on average, how much would that be each campaign?
$425.
Okay, and when it was a little bit higher, it was $425, and now that we've changed it to $10,000, you're looking at about $385 a campaign to hit President's Club. So now share with us, what are some of the benefits of being a President's Club member?
Consistent 40% discount, even if you don't make, your sales that one campaign.
Okay, so if you're no longer on that sliding scale, you're going to be able to maintain that 40% whether you hit 385 or not, or whatever the sliding scale is, rather, for an entire year. Absolutely. So 40% earnings. What other benefits are there for being a President's Club member?
Well, I actually have a question about that. Like, in order to reach ambassador, my whole group had to sell so many dollars worth of products. So I had a personal goal, plus I had my group have a personal goal. Is it the same for President's Club? Everybody under me have to sell a certain amount of product in order for me to obtain President's Club?
Dee, that's a great question. President's Club is actually, doesn't pertain to your team. It's an individual goal. So it's selling $10,000 in a year cycle, just you alone. So it's looking at selling $385 for you alone on your Avon representative account. Does that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for explaining that.
Absolutely. Now, some people will have helpers, which are non-representatives that help them sell through like different businesses or, different locations where they'll help collect orders for them. But they're not representatives, and they're just helpers that help collect orders. And that all counts because it's just going under your account as a representative. So great question. What other benefits do we get as a President's Club member?
You're able to get 3 demos instead of just 1
Absolutely.
on most products.
Absolutely. So from the What's New book, you can then get 3 demos instead of being limited to just 1 demo, correct? Any other benefits to being a President's Club member?
Well, you get a president's luncheon, and at the luncheon we get to see, be recognized, and of course then get to see what's coming out. And they always have a piece of jewelry, and we get usually a goodie bag of some of the new products coming out.
Absolutely. Thank you, Carol. So the President's Club Recognition Program Luncheon, or the PC Tribute or PC Gala, I think of that as a Oscars for the representatives, because like you mentioned, there's all kinds of awards. It's an award ceremony. It's a lot of fun. So it's definitely something once you've been to, you don't want to miss out on. Any other benefits that anyone wants to share?
Sometimes you get up to a 45% discount on certain products. You're able to acquire larger money denomination for your account for different products that you sell. You get more points, so to speak, more dollars if you're President's Club. And you can reach President's Club and go even higher than that faster that way.
Thank you, Charlotte. Yes, I mean, there's definitely, President's Club is just the beginning. You can get even more of a discount than just the 40% as you continue to go beyond President's Club. And to your point, there's different specials, especially around the President's Club Tribute, where you can get a higher percentage in the What's New or different offers that we have, where you can actually get, you know, instead of 40% or 50% off of a bundle, you can get 60% or 65%. So absolutely. As you can see, there's a lot of different benefits to being a President's Club member. And one of the things that I haven't heard yet, but I think is very special to not only President's Club, but just anyone here on the call is able to take advantage of this. And I feel like it kind of ties in with President's Club, because as you build your sales, you can earn points. And these points you can turn in for over 3,000 prizes that you can exchange for different gifts that you want to have for yourself. So like on the screen here, you're seeing a new TV that you can turn your points in. There's all kinds of things with the rewards and under rewards and recognition. If you go under rewards and recognition and then click on rewards headquarters, this is the screen that's going to pop up, and you can start creating a wish list of different items that you want to place on your wish list. And there's all kinds of things on there. There's electronics, home and garden, fashion, sporting, kids and baby. There's hot deals, gift cards, and more. So just for becoming a President's Club member, you get points for each title that you hit in the President's Club program. You also get points in 3 ways: by selling, by bringing people into the business through leadership, and also helping people to promote into leadership. So those are really the 3 ways that you're going to accrue points: selling the product, through sales, through bringing people into the business, which is our leadership, and then for helping people to join leadership and promoting them into the leadership program. So those are the 3 ways that you earn these points. So definitely take the time to go under rewards and recognition and then click on the awards headquarters so you can start planning your own wish list and seeing how many points you have. Now, the other thing that you want to do is you want to take a moment to look and see where you're tracking. So this is the sales level tracker, and you'll see this also under the Presence Recognition Program, but this particular tracker will show you at each level from President's Club on up to Inner Circle where you need to be each campaign to ensure that you're tracking for President's Club member, that you're tracking for President's Club or beyond, and that you achieve it by campaign 26. So right now we're in campaign 18. Some of us are already well into campaign 19. And you can see on the slide that if you're in campaign 18 right now, you want to take a look at your goal card, which is under the recognition and rewards. And I'm going to go there in a moment. And you want to be selling at $6,930 right now. If you're below $6,930, then that would be your gap, the difference between where you're at and the $6,930. So we have 9 campaigns left in the cycle, and you want to divide your gap by 9 so that you can see how much more you need to elevate your sales each campaign to ensure that you hit that President's Club. So I'm going to walk you over to another screen here. So under the rewards and recognition, this is what you're going to see. And as you scroll down, you're going to find, this is where you're going to see where you can see some of the program guides. You're also going to be able to see some of the national recognition. And then there's also a trip that you can win. Not very many people know this because we don't promote it all the time, but several people will be able to go to Punta Cana in Dominican Republic, April 2nd through the 6th of next year. So definitely check that out and see what you can do to be able to be one of those that are recognized at the Dominican Republic and win that trip. We also have on here that gold tracker down at the very bottom, and once you click on the gold card, it's going to break down what your sales are, how many more sales you need to achieve President's Club, Honor Society, and so forth. And so that gold card is going to help you as you track your success. Any questions on what we've gone over so far? Okay, I have Trendsetter, we submit campaign 21 this Wednesday. President's Club ends for us in campaign 26. So for those of you that are in Trendsetter, you have 5 campaigns. So the same thing, you want to take the same thing, take a look at your goal card, and divide by 5 to see what your gap is and where you need to elevate your sales at. Fundraising, as Sharon said, fundraising will help you get to President's Club, which we will be covering more about fundraising, but that's a great way to help elevate your sales. And then Donna says we also got to use PC points to help with RepFest costs. That's a great point, Donna. So there's different things that you can use those points for, and that's being able to go to RepFest. That was a lot of fun, and there's a lot of things that were covered there. So lots of great stuff for President's Club members. Any
I actually have another question. I'm sorry.
Yes, Steve. Yeah, please.
So, as Candace stated in the call earlier, in campaign 17, I reached ambassador level. So, if I'm understanding everything right, if I keep that title through campaign 21, which would be 4 campaigns, then I will have the $1,000 promotional bonus, or is this just for new reps?
So Dee, that is a great question. We're still on, because it's not campaign 20 yet, we're still on the Journey to Gold incentive. So you're still going to be able to get the bonuses, the $65 for bringing people, each person you bring on. And you also get the bonus through the Journey to Gold. So if you like, after this, I'm not sure if you've gone over the Journey to Gold, but you have a bonus that's very similar to what the RiseUP incentive is that you'll be able to get. But it's the same kind of thing. You have to attain it for a certain number of campaigns for the Journey to Gold to be able to get that bonus as well. But because you titled in 17, you'll fall under that Journey to Gold incentive. Are you familiar with that bonus?
Not really. My upline is in quite a few states away, and I can't really understand her a whole lot. So I try to go to my group's Facebook page a lot. It's a very quiet group, and I try to ask Candace as many questions, but she's very busy over 2 districts. But now that I understand a little bit more about it, I'll play around with my Avon website, and I will look into it more.
Yes. So what we'll do is, if you go under this tab, which is the leadership tab, actually there's a better one. It's under the incentives. But you know what? Because what I'll do is, actually it's right here, leadership incentives. Here you go. So under sales leadership, okay, you're going to click on leadership incentives. And then what I want you to do is take a look at this Journey to Gold incentive, because this is the program that goes through campaign 19. So you want to look at this program, because this is the one that actually applies for you. And that's a great question, Dee, because there's many people that I'm sure that are on the call right now that are feeling the same way, thinking, I may have titled, or I may be have just brought somebody onto my team. And so this is the program that we're currently in through campaign 19. So again, you're just going to click on sales leadership, and then on the left hand side there's a tab that says leadership incentives, and then you're just going to go down to where it says Journey to Gold, open up these flyers, and it's going to walk you through it, and we can go explore more of that with UD to get you on board so you can not miss out on any money that's on the table for you, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was wondering the same thing, Jennifer.
Okay, Diane, what's your question?
I just promoted somebody, and she's not reached her $100 goal each time. But she's just been on, she started in campaign 17.
Okay, so because she started in campaign 17, you're still on the Refer a Friend program, and there is a tracker. If you go under the inquiry on your downline manager, you can pull up her name, and there's reports under her name where you can look at and see what campaign she's placed $100 and whether or not you get those $10 bonuses for each campaign that you placed that required amount. And those are all great questions that both your upline or your district manager, we are all here to help you. So Diane, definitely, if you have more questions on that, we can walk you through that, okay?
Okay.
But check on your downline manager, click on your downline's name, and then there's a tab on there that says reports, and then click on Journey to Gold, and you'll be able to see that information.
Okay, can you send that to me in a private message, because my memory's not that good.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely walk you through that. Diane, who's your district manager?
Donna Ledbetter?
Okay. Is this Diana Inman?
Haggett.
Haggett, okay. I will work with you after the call, Diane.
Okay.
Okay, so as I mentioned, 8 campaigns left for those of you that are not Trendsetter, 5 campaigns for those of you that are in Trendsetter. You want to take a look at where you are tracking and what you are going to do to ensure to achieve President's Club. So for those of you that are maybe President's Club on the call, what are some tips that you can share to achieve President's Club? One of the things that I heard already was from Donna's story, which was the fundraising. Donna, do you want to share a little bit about how that helps you reach President's Club?
Sorry, what was that question?
Sure. So I know in your story you had a fundraiser in your first 6 months when you joined Avon. Can you share what the benefits of a fundraiser and how that actually helps you achieve President's Club?
Well, that one fundraiser was $13,000, so I hit it my first 6 campaigns, so yeah, it was awesome.
That's incredible. So you can just see the power of how one fundraiser can really help shoot you up the ladder in your sales. So that is incredible. And anything else that, once you did the fundraiser, not only did the sales, it worked for you, but I'm sure that you also helped you get more customers as well too, right, Donna?
It did. And I've gotten a couple smaller fundraisers from that one that I have constantly. And so it really helps you in more than just one way.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's great information. Anyone else want to share what might be some tips to help bring up the gaps right now as we're trying to focus on hitting President's Club?
One thing that I'm doing, and I just started it, I had my campaign for last, I had $80 rewarded sales, and then I had $50 rewarded sales. So I took that money and I put it by itself. I did an Olympic game question over the last 2 weeks, and it was however many gold medals there were. That's how many that America won. That's how many dollars of free Avon product I was giving away to somebody who might not have ever ordered Avon or maybe might think it's too expensive. I actually had that drawing today, so I started a new game. And on the internet, there's a thing of 200 plus direct sales games. And one of them was a TV theme show, and there's 26 of them. So next month, and I started it today, next month I'll give away another $50 worth of free Avon. And they can, because by then people are going to start Christmas shopping, so they can either give it away to mom or to sister or buy their Christmas presents with it. One of my son's friends commented his name is in the drawing. So, that'd be a great thing for him to get his mom, and she not even know anything about it.
That's fantastic. I love the creativity around that, and it brings the fun and energy into your business. So thank you for sharing that.
And Jennifer, this is Susie.
Yes, Susie?
Yes, and I have a representative on the line, Miss Charla. Stop, Charla. Okay. Every year, we always kind of do a workshop at our sales meetings, and we come up with, things that we can go to the Salvation Army. We buy glasses or cups, and we wrap things that, are like inexpensive gifts for $5. Charla has been very, very successful at this. Charla, I'm going to let you take it away and share. How much money have you made?
I've probably made a few $1,000s with my store at my house. From the Saturday after Thanksgiving through Christmas Eve, I have an ongoing store where I do designer baskets, gift bags, and I do pre-made gifts, which for men, they have a coffee cup, a thing of the shower gel, the fragrance shower gel, and the fragranced aftershave. And oftentimes we can get those for $1.20 with our discounts. And you can buy coffee cups at the Goodwill and Southern Thrift for $0.25 to 50 cents. Wrap that up into a basket and sell them for $5.
Love it.
You're making a profit. These people are getting pre-wrapped, gorgeous gifts for $5. And I do different things like that for women as well. And I do some of the kid things, and I do them in little like bath cups, so that they've got a thing to rinse them and with and things like that. Sell those $5 for, and my investment is usually probably less than $2.50.
Love it, Charla. I love it. Well, thank you for sharing that. Wonderful. Anyone else have any other sharing they want to share with is regarding sales? Carrie, I don't know if Carrie Wentz is on the phone. I know yesterday we were at a meeting and you shared a lot of people feel like summertime slows down your sales, but your sales have actually been very strong this summer. So if you're on the call, I don't know if you're on the call, if you can unmute and share a little bit about what you shared last night.
Yeah, I'm on the call. Still a little bit hoarse, so I apologize. I do a lot of door-to-door, a lot of tossing. I do a lot of customer appreciation days. Anybody that says that sales suck in the summer, they are so wrong, because my sales are soaring. I absolutely just love what I'm doing right now, and I'm having so much fun with it, meeting so many new people. I've grown my customer base double what it was from the beginning of summer to where I am right now. And I'm going to continue to grow because Christmas is coming, and so I can only imagine what my holiday sales are going to be.
So Carrie, share with us, how did you double your customer base?
Just doing the door-to-door and talking to everybody. I do a lot of businesses. I do a customer appreciation day. I'll take a book with some samples in, and I ask them if they have an Avon representative. If they say no, I hand them a book and samples, and usually I get them as a customer, and I just add them to my list, and I continue to take them books every 2 weeks.
And you do that at residential businesses, both, your customer appreciation?
I do both. Yeah. But I always make sure to get name, phone number, email address if I can, But yeah, that's how I've been doing it.
What time of day do you usually go out?
It varies. When it's raining, I just roll my books in my clear bags, and I toss them at the end of the driveways so they don't get wet and messed up. When it's super hot, I will put them in newspaper boxes because obviously we can't put them in the mailbox. A lot of times I'll walk and just hang them on doors if they don't answer. So usually I pick up anywhere from 5 to 15 customers a week doing that.
Wonderful.
Hey, Carrie, do you have any business cards?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you, Carrie, for sharing that, because I know that I've heard that too. Summer slows down, but always, and we heard this at Rep Fest, Carrie. Anytime, always is a good day for some Avon. So thank you, ladies, for sharing. Let's look at our next slide here. And that's just bringing this together. We shared this a little bit last Monday, but the leadership strategy in this, for those of you that are leaders or looking to be leaders, the power of President's Club members in your downline. When you're a leadership representative and you have a representative that's in President's Club in your downline that's selling $10,000 per year, and you focus on getting 10 people into President's Club, that means you would have 10 people selling $10,000 per year. You would have a business in your first generation of $100,000 just from those 10 people. When you train and show those 10 people how to focus and find their own 10 President's Club representatives, where they're training them to become President's Club members, then you would have 100 President's Club members in your second generation. That means that you would have $1 million in award sales volumes in that second generation. And when those 100 representatives go out and identify their very own 10 President's Club members and help to build them to President's Club, then you're looking at 1,000 President's Club members in your third generation, which means you would have $10 million in your third generation. Avon pays out on all 3 generations, so you're really looking at a sales strategy of $100,000 in earnings. This is your six-digit business here through the sales leadership. This is not including what you're selling yourself. This is just through sales leadership. So I just want to spend a minute on there. Also, many of you may have gone through the onboarding where you've been able to see Maggie Hughes, our division manager, who's been traveling around the division, sharing all aboard with onboarding. One thing I just want to share with you is, as a representative in leadership, when you bring somebody into the business that completes the 2 things, which is to do the sales in their first 6 campaigns and hits their sales targets, each of those campaigns, you're going to earn $20 as that mentor for each time they hit that sales target. So for example, in their first campaign, when they place a $150 bonus, you're going to earn $20. In their second campaign, when they place a $200 order, you're going to earn another $20. So you're going to continue to earn those $20 in the first 6 campaigns for each person you bring into the business that hits their sales goals. Then you're also going to receive $20 each time your new recruit sponsors a qualified Kickstart recruiter. So that's somebody, a new person that brings somebody into the business that places a $150 order. You're going to get $20 for each time they do that. And then if they do both, get a minimum of 3 people and complete their campaign 1 through 6 sales goal, we have a kicker for you, and you'll also earn an additional $175. So that's $355 for each person that you bring into your team that you can achieve. I mean, that's incredible. Again, Avon is really putting the money behind these programs. So you consider, when we're talking about bringing people into the business and the money opportunity as a leadership representative, that's $355 for just one person. That's what this opportunity is. So I just wanted to share that with you. Also, the 5 key steps for when you're bringing somebody into the business. These are the 5 things I always tell representatives. Listen, if you sit down with someone and you're training them or you're on the phone with them, these are the 5 things you want to do. If you don't do anything else, this is what you want to focus on. And if you miss any of these steps, then you're wasting your time. That's what I like to say, because this is going to help you duplicate the process, bring more people into your business, and get you to that six-figure income. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create rapport with your new prospect by sharing your own Avon story, just like Donna did earlier, so that you relate to that person, you see them as who they are. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to help that new person develop their own dreams and goals by asking questions such as, what would you do with $500 today? And then taking a minute and listening, and not only finding out what would they do with it, but how would that make them feel? How would they feel once they have $500 in their pocket today and they can buy something with it? How will they make their family feel? The next thing is you want to develop their long-term goal, which is, what would you do with $500,000 in 10 years from now? You know, perhaps it's getting a new house. I've heard recently buying a new house out in the country. You know, I've had somebody who told me recently that their roof is falling in. So how are they going to feel when they get that house out in the country? Their family is secure. They're not worried about their family. These are big dreams for each of our new prospects. And this is where you really hit their emotional why. So once you develop their dreams and goals, then you want to help them learn how to sell. So the way you do that is by developing a customer list of 50 names. They can do this by looking at their Facebook, through their cell phone and their contacts, and just creating a list of people that they can start talking to and doing some of the product launches like the Sofia Vergara So Very Sofia fragrance that we're going to be talking about in a minute. The fourth step is then to identify from that 50 names list 10 to 15 people who would also like to make $1,000 to $2,000 in the next 3 months, and showing out of that 10 to 15 people, at least 5 people how to do what you're doing. If you do this consistently, your team will continue. You'll be able to leverage the efforts of others, and you will be duplicating the process. And once you start getting that ball rolling, it's not you out there alone. It's you having a team and an army of Avon representatives supporting you. So this is really key and important to your business. So that brings me to our So Very Sofia. Now, last week we talked about setting a goal of pre-selling and sharing the Sofia fragrance with 10 people. So I wanted to just take a minute and ask, how is it going with our fragrance launch? We launched this fragrance in campaign 21. So who would like to share, how is it going so far with your So Very Sofia fragrance launch?
I have pretty much gotten nowhere in this town with fragrance pre-sale.
Okay, so have you gotten your preferred preview yet with your So Very Sofia?
No.
Nope. Okay.
We don't get it till tomorrow.
So you haven't received your fragrance yet?
No.
Okay. So that would definitely help if you have the fragrance.
Yeah, I'm also getting the little samples.
Hey, Jennifer, you know, with this meal plan, they're supposed to get it in 19. But, you know, there is, you know, like in your what's new, there is that, you know, scratch off. So
There's also the little samples, the spray samples.
Yeah, the vials.
vials, yes.
So I've already ordered those, and I'll get those tomorrow.
Okay. Well, yeah. So for some of you that are in the later meal plans, you're right. I mean, we haven't even had a chance yet. If you don't already have the fragrance in your hand and you don't have the samples in your hand, it's going to be more of a challenge.
Well, the problem is this town's really not a fragrance town. It's just, we're all farm town.
Yeah.
So they're kind of pointless on the fragrance thing, but I'm going to still work it.
And I would encourage you, Dawn, because everybody's different, and sometimes you might have somebody that surprises you. I mean, I work in both city markets and rural markets, and I think it surprised you how many people do like fragrance, and especially because fragrance is an emotional buy. And one of the things with this fragrance that I find is not only the once you spray it, just how wonderful it smells. But it's more of a high-end quality. I don't know if you can see here, but when I spray this, it comes out so softly, and even the pump is just a higher end than what I've seen in some of our other fragrances. We also have the backing of our celebrity, Sofia Vergara, and so she's on the Modern Family. I know I say it wrong all the time, so I have a hard time with saying her name.
Yeah.
But has anyone else, on the morning call, we had lots of people having success with this, saying they've already sold a certain sets amounts. Anyone else want to share how they're doing and their success that they're having with it? And Mary Ellen, I know that you're on the call. Would you like to share more about the fragrance for us?
Sure. You know, I think it does take, you have to have the fragrance to be able to show them and try it, but just don't really prejudge whether a person is going to like the fragrance or not. Get them to try it. It's been in a couple of the magazines that we posted on youravon.com. So maybe you want to grab one of those magazines. You might already subscribe to it and take it around with you and say, this is what everyone's talking about. This is the new fragrance for fall. It is a floral fragrance, so it's very likable to the general person. We talked a little bit last week about how to layer your fragrance to make it stay. So with the collections, you get the shower gel and the lotion with the fragrance. So it's a perfect way to build the fragrance and keep it with you all day long by layering it. This morning I mentioned another little tip is that don't keep your fragrance in your bathroom, because the steam and the heat get to it and it'll dissipate it. So you'll lose the strength of the fragrance and it will actually evaporate if you keep it in your bathroom. Keep it in, maybe you're on your bedroom dresser, a cool, dark place. And while it's still hot out there, you know, a lot of people will just put it in the fridge. And when you come in after a hot day, spritz on that really nice, cool cologne, and it's a real pick-me-up.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Ellen.
If I may add, I have to piggyback on Mary Ellen because she did, you know, come up with a valid point. Even if you just, you know, demo the lotion, it has the highest concentration of fragrance. So, you know, do a handful, you know, spritz, just make sure that the top doesn't hit the hand. But, you know, that's a great way to sample the product and let people smell it for, you know, what it is, and you will sell it.
I agree. Thank you, Susie, for that. I mean, there's all kinds of tips, you know, spraying your cash with it. When you go out to hand your cash, people smell it. I know when I wear the fragrance, people will ask me, what are you wearing? So as the day goes on, I feel like I don't even have anything on because I've worn it all day and I feel like I don't even have it on anymore. But apparently other people can still smell it on me because I get compliments on it all the time. And I'm able to say, oh, it's our new fragrance, So Very Sofia. And I always carry the bottle on me so I can show them the fragrance. And then if they want me to take a pre-order for them, then I can get them to a representative that can actually take the pre-order for them. So any questions about this incentive? There is a great incentive where if you sell level 1, then you're taking 5 sets, you get 1 for free. You sell 3 of those sets, you're going to pay your bill. What's nice for your customer is that when they sell this, when you sell this to your customer, either in the pre-order or in campaign 21, they're going to get the product for $36 and 2 free gifts, which is the body lotion and the body wash, which is a $24 value. So they're saving $24 just taking it now or by campaign 21. So with that, I'm going to move on from So Very Sofia unless anyone has anything else, any questions or anything else they want to add. The deadlines for the Ship Direct campaign 19, a week has already passed, but if you're RPS 6 through 10, then you have till August 26th to get in your commitment to your district manager so they can get that in your campaign 19 order. For those of you that are RPS 1 through 5, you have until September 2nd to receive it in your campaign 20 order. And for those of you that are RPS 6 through 10, again, to get it in your campaign 20, you want to let us know by September 9th. So taking a look and wrapping up the call for today, our next steps as we're looking into next week, Find out how close you are to tracking the PC. So take a look at your goal card, see where you're tracking. Think about some of those sales tips that we mentioned earlier. You want to share your Avon story with a minimum of 10 people, letting people connect with you as an Avon representative. You may even want to try it out on a best friend or a family member just so that you get comfortable with it. I can still remember, oh my goodness, 15 years ago, sitting down with my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, believe it or not, and trying to share my own Avon story with him and just kind of trying it out on him. So definitely doing something like that. It will help build your confidence, and having somebody that supports you, it makes it all the better. So the third thing is promote and sell your So Very Sofia. These are product launches that Avon has put a lot behind. You're going to start seeing this in advertising as well. And again, it may be just a little too early because you haven't even gotten the product. But if you want to have a successful product launch, you really have to have it and get it out in front of people. Even if you don't think they're a fragrance, fragrance customer, I think it will surprise you just by trying it. And then the final thing, show 5 people how to start making 1,000 to 2,000 in 3 months. So we already talked about sharing the opportunity with 10 to 15 people. Now you want to show 5 people this week how to start making $1,000 in their. I see, Susie, you have your 5 up. Susie, I'm not following you.
So 5. I'm just backing you up. I'm just backing you up.
Oh, got you. So a minimum of 5 for your So Very Sofia. I thought you were like telling me you got 5 minutes left. Okay.
5 Sophia. 5 share the $1,000 opportunity.
Absolutely. So these are your next steps. I will have all of this in an email for you. So if you think you missed any of the slides, you will get that later tomorrow. And then join us next week, Monday, August 29th at 11 a.m. or again at 7 p.m. Like us on Facebook. Be sure to be prepared on next week's call to share with us how many people that you shared the So Very Sofia with and how many people you showed how to make $1,000 to $2,000 in their first 90 days. So that means just letting people know how to get started with Avon. And we're here to support you. Reach out to us here. Any other closing remarks, district sales managers on the call?
Share 5, Sophia. Share 5 of the $1,000 opportunity.
Wonderful. Thank you, Susie. Anything else anyone want to share?
Eastern time, or is that Eastern time or Central time?
Central time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I want to thank everyone. Anyone else have anything to say before we close the call?
Yeah, Jennifer, I've asked 5 of my friends to refer 5 of their homebound friends, and I've gotten 20 customers in the last month just by doing that.
So say that again, Diane. You asked 5 of your. Say that again. Repeat that.
I asked 5 of my friends to refer 5 homebound people as customers, and I went to their house, and I've got 20 new customers for the past month.
Wonderful. That is incredible, Diane. I love that you shared that. So just, refer the power of referrals. Thank you for that. That's a great success story. Keisha, did you have something you wanted to add? Okay. Anyone else have anything else they want to add or any closing remarks before we close out the call? Any questions or remarks?
Jennifer, someone just asked in the chat about our Facebook page addresses.
Oh, great question. So for me, you can find me at Jennifer Gutierrez, Gutierrez. We also have a Athena Divsion page. So that's mine. Anyone else want to share theirs?
Mine are Avon District 1501 and 1502.
And mine is at Avon District 1513/46. I'm sorry. I'm learning my new district, but it's Superstars. So if you type in Avon District 1513 Superstars, you can join our team. 46.
08.
4608. I'm learning my new district. I just got it.
And you know what? You just made me think of it. I gave you my profile for you to like my profile. If you want to like my page, it's Avon District 5020 and 5027. So great question. And any other questions or anything as we close out?
Thanks, Don. Love your cat.
Right? She's lovey. All right, I'm going to head out of here.
Okay, don't forget to email your district sales managers that you were on the call tonight so you can go into the raffle for next week. And we look forward to seeing you next week. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. And make it a great evening, everyone, and a great week. Take care.
Great
Bye-bye.
job, Jennifer.
Thank you. Great
Bye.
job.